രാജ്യത്ത് ന്യൂനപക്ഷ സമുദായങ്ങൾക്കെതിരെ വർദ്ധിച്ചുവരുന്ന അതിക്രമങ്ങളിൽ ആശങ്ക പ്രകടിപ്പിച്ച് CBCI. വർദ്ധിച്ചുവരുന്ന ആക്രമണങ്ങളും നിയമം നടപ്പിലാക്കുന്നതിനും ഭരണഘടനാ മൂല്യങ്ങൾ ഉയർത്തിപ്പിടിക്കാൻ ചുമതലപ്പെടുത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നവരുടെ നിസ്സംഗതയും കാരണം ന്യൂനപക്ഷങ്ങൾ എപ്പോഴും ആക്രമിക്കപ്പെടുകയാണെന്നും CBCI വ്യക്തമാക്കി.
And violence directed against minority communities in our country. Gripped by fear and pain, minorities find themselves increasingly vulnerable amidst rising attacks by communal elements and the disturbing apathy of those entrusted with enforcing the law and upholding constitutional values.
2025 ജൂൺ 17 മഹാരാഷ്ട്രയിലെ കുപ്വാഡിൽ BJP MLA ഗോപീചന്ദ് പദൽക്കർ ക്രിസ്ത്യാനികൾക്കെതിരെ പൊതുജനങ്ങളെ പ്രകോപിപ്പിക്കുന്ന തരത്തിലുള്ള പ്രസംഗം നടത്തിയതിലേക്കും CBCI ശ്രദ്ധ ക്ഷണിച്ചു. വൈദികരെയും സന്യസ്തരെയും തല്ലുന്നവർക്ക് 3 ലക്ഷം മുതൽ 11 ലക്ഷം രൂപ വരെ നൽകാമെന്ന് ഗോപീചന്ദ് ഒരു പ്രസംഗത്തിൽ വാഗ്ദാനം ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. MLAയുടെ വീഡിയോ വ്യാപകമായി സമൂഹമാധ്യമങ്ങളിൽ പ്രചരിച്ചിരുന്നു. ഭാരതീയ ന്യായ സംഹിത സെക്ഷൻ 152 പ്രകാരം രാജ്യത്തിന്റെ ഐക്യത്തിനും അഖണ്ഡതയ്ക്കും ഭീഷണിയാകുന്ന ഇത്തരം പ്രവൃത്തികൾ ജീവപര്യന്തം വരെ തടവ് ശിക്ഷ ലഭിക്കാവുന്ന കുറ്റമായിരുന്നിട്ടും പ്രതിഷേധമുയർന്നിട്ടും ഒരു നടപടി പോലും ഉണ്ടായില്ലെന്നും CBCI വ്യക്തമാക്കി. ക്രമസമാധാനത്തിന് വിഘാതമാകുന്ന പ്രസംഗത്തിൽ ഉടനടി നിയമ നടപടിയെടുക്കണമെന്നും CBCI അറിയിച്ചു. ഛത്തീസ്ഗഡിലെ സംഭവത്തിൽ പ്രായപൂർത്തിയായ പെൺകുട്ടികളാണ് ഒപ്പമുണ്ടായിരുന്നതെന്നും സമ്മതപത്രവും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നുവെന്നും CBCI പറഞ്ഞു. നടന്ന സംഭവങ്ങൾ ജനാധിപത്യത്തിന് വെല്ലുവിളിയാണെന്നും കന്യാസ്ത്രീകളുടെ മോചനത്തിന് നിയമോപദേശം അനുസരിച്ച് ജാമ്യാപേക്ഷ നൽകുന്നതിൽ തീരുമാനമെടുക്കുമെന്നും CBCI വ്യക്തമാക്കി. നാളെയോ മറ്റന്നാളോ ജാമ്യാപേക്ഷ സമർപ്പിക്കും. ജാമ്യം ലഭിക്കാതിരിക്കാനും നിരപരാധികളായ കന്യാസ്ത്രീകളെ കുടുക്കാനുമാണ് കൂടുതൽ വകുപ്പുകൾ ചുമത്തിയതെന്നും CBCI പറഞ്ഞു.
And the disturbing apathy of those entrusted with enforcing the law and upholding constitutional values. In light of these grave developments, the CBCI issues this clarion call to the nation. Escalating the ongoing saga of targeted and communal violence around the country, on 17 June 2025, Shri Gopichand Padalkar, BJP MLA, is reported to have provoked public against Christians at Kupwad in Sangli district, Maharashtra. He has allegedly spoken the following words, among others, to instigate people against the minorities. Whoever beats the first priest will get a price of rupees 5 lakhs. Whoever beats the second will get 4 lakhs. And the third will get 3 lakhs. Increased price of 11 lakhs was also offered. Such a statement warrants immediate and decisive legal intervention, particularly when the incitement is explicit, direct, and poses an imminent threat to public order. The speech in question is neither vague nor ambiguous. It is categorically inflammatory and has been widely disseminated through video footage and media outlets. It constitutes a clear instance of incitement to religiously motivated violence amounting to a grave offence under section 152 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita BNS 2023, which penalizes acts that promote enmity between different groups and threaten the unity and integrity of the nation. The statute prescribes punishment extending up to life imprisonment for such offences. And despite this, and despite peaceful demonstrations by thousands of concerned citizens, law enforcement authorities have reportedly failed to register even a first information report, FIR. This inaction stands in stark contrast to the swift legal response often seen against students, activists, and opposition leaders for far less serious expressions, such as social media posts or peaceful dissent. Such selective enforcement constitutes a grave breach of the Constitution and reflects an alarming erosion of institutional impartiality. On the 25th of July 2025, yet another troubling incident occurred involving the arrest of two Catholic religious women at Durg railway station in Chhattisgarh, reportedly at the behest of communal elements. The sisters were arrested for accompanying two girls who were traveling with them. Notably, the arrest was carried out despite the fact that both girls were above 18 years of age and had provided written consent letters from their parents. Disturbingly, the sisters were also allegedly subjected to physical assault. When the parents of the girls, upon learning of the incident, rushed to the police station, shockingly, the police illegally prevented them from meeting their daughters. It has also come to the notice that the offence under Section 4 of Chhattisgarh Freedom of Religion Act 1968, which was not there in the initial FIR, is now added in Section 173 BNSS report. Time was 5:30 p.m. The Constitution and the constitutional morality were accepted by India and its people as the dharma by which the people of India can be supported. Freedom of conscience is not only a fundamental right but also a basic structure of our Constitution. Our Constitution makers have adopted it not only because it has become part of international human rights, but also because that right was part of Indian spirituality and culture from time immemorial. Loknath Mishra said in the Constituent Assembly, Vedic culture excludes nothing. Every philosophy and culture has its place. Duty towards neighbor was the foundation of faith in India. If we have sinned against a man who loves us, have ever wronged a brother, friend, comrade, the neighbor ever with us, or a stranger, or Varuna, remove from us the trespass, reads Rig Veda 585. That duty included non-interference in others' freedom of conscience, and in his book, An Ode to Fraternity, Justice Rohinton Nariman writes, the importance of understanding one's own religion and each other's religions and to practice what is good from all of them is the only way to live amicably and peaceably with each other. Humanity has progressed towards freedom, liberty and equality. Rather than taking lead in reversing that trend, the greatness of India should be to play a role in halting the haughty march of the powerful. And that is possible only if the current generation understand the undercurrents of the present day communal politics. Deconstruction of the constitutional state and communalization of independent institutions of Indian democracy are too serious to ignore. End of rule of law is anarchy and no nation can wish for it. Application of its duty by the courts is the beginning of it. Of late we have seen a Chief Justice of India holding court to decide allegations against himself and some others sitting before deities for divine help to decide serious and highly sensitive legal issues rather than taking recourse to the Constitution and the laws of our country. The latest trend of the higher court's judges preaching for a majoritarian rule in the country, keeping custody of sacks full of cash, etc., portend serious danger for our democracy. Considering the seriousness of the situation, the CBCI calls upon the nation and its people of goodwill, and in particular appeals to the Government of India and all political parties to rise to the occasion and to take appropriate constitutional steps to save the nation and its people.
Thank you, Your Grace. You see, my dear friends, on one hand, someone is openly threatening minorities, telling people to beat the minorities, and he is moving out freely. And on the other hand, innocent sisters, nuns who work for the humanity are put behind bars. So this partiality, this kind of insensitivity cannot be tolerated. Now, if you have any question, then you can ask.
I have a news matter. Can you ask one question? Because you already read out that there is an assault on the nuns in the railway station. Can you elaborate that?
What is that?
Assault of nuns.
Attack on the nuns. Yes, sir.
There are videos videos going around where we see some people threatening, and then nuns also are there threatening. We have received a few videos where the boy who is involved is telling that how the mob and particularly one person, I am not very sure who was that person, his name or her name, is how he is or she is threatening all these, both the nuns and the girls as well. So the videos are there going on YouTube, and also we have received some reports and videos where people are openly threatening in front of the police. In front of the police they are threatening, and that's how the things are going on.
Assaulting and
Threatening, yes, assaulting in a sense with the hands also, some of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think one lady was holding on the neck of that girl who
Chopping off, yes.
So my question is that have you had any communication with the Chhattisgarh government over the issue, or have they assured something to you?
Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Anjali from PTI.
see, we are in touch with the central government as well as with the government of Chhattisgarh. And central government is responding to us very positively. I must say, Sri Rajiv Chandrasekhar and Sean George, these people are really working on it, and they are already made interventions, and they are positively responding to our demand to release this nun and quash the case. And first of all, there is no case against these nuns. And to narrate the incident as it is, these three women were brought to the railway station by their own relative, a boy who was arrested along with the sisters. They came to work with the sisters in their convent. And sisters, in order to bring them safely, they went to that railway station where these three women were brought to be safely brought to the convent. And you see what a concern the sisters had. With that concern, they could have easily said, you send them in the train. We will pick them up from the railway station when they reach Agra. But their sisters, they paid them money and took the ticket and went to this Durg railway station to pick them up from the railway station. And sisters, in fact, did not meet these girls because they were waiting at the railway station from where the train should leave. And the girls were interrogated by an auto rickshaw driver, and then auto rickshaw driver supposed to have communicated with other people around there, these hooligans or anti-social elements, and they are anti-national, I would call them. And these people are surrounding these girls and beating them up and forcing the sisters to come to the girls and threatening the girls to say what they dictate to them. And that is why one girl supposed to have said that they are converting and all. We don't have to convert, we don't do that. We don't believe in the forced conversion or any of such things. This slogan has to be stopped by all means by the people. And then sisters were forced to the police, railway police, and they were brought to the police custody and judicial custody. And sisters have not met these girls before, and they met them for the first time before the police there.
I have two two questions to the Archbishop. Why no bail application moved to the court? First. Second one, which far right organization is behind this assault or attack? Why you are not naming anyone?
Why no bail application was moved?
Well, to move the bail application, we have to see also the timing of it and the whole environment, and the environment at the moment is so hostile, and also we have to actually prepare in a proper way the bail application. So therefore, I would request C.I. Jose to be able to explain exactly what would be the reason why the bail application at the moment has not been filed, and why.
Moving bail application is a legal procedure that is to be followed. It is being C.I. Jose advocate who is assisting the CBCI center. Bail application is something which has to be specifically taken procedurally by the advice of the counsel who is dealing with the matter at that place. Probably the procedure, the required steps may not have happened. If not today, tomorrow that will be moving, or whenever that, according to the legal advice, that step will be taken. But what is important here is, if this kind of incidents happen every day at different parts of the country, is it not the duty of the police or the magistrate before whom the case is presented on the first day to look at the facts, to analyze it, to understand it and deal with the situation? Where the facts on the face of it speaks that it is completely manipulated and forged, and at the instance of communal elements, should the court not take the action of itself? That's the constitutional and statutory duty of the court to take care of on the first day when the accused is being produced. So, bail application will happen in any case. That is a procedure we will follow. But today, our question, as far as the CBCI, the church is concerned, the question is how long you will put us into the courts and procedures and the other things. That's the issue we want to mention.
So, you see, we are not afraid to name that organization. It is all known and it is mentioned in the person who has filed FIR, it's Bajrang Dal. But we want to stick to the term anti-national element. Because these type of dulls, and every now and then the people come up and then they do all kind of things against the constitution. So this is also against constitution. So these are anti-national elements who act against the constitution.
Sir,
Yeah, just a minute.
I'm Jitu from Malayalam. So this is addition to this question. So till now I am not getting the point why there was a delay in filing this bail application. So the reason cited seems to be continuous. That's why I'm asking this again. Why it was not.
Yes, Sister Mary's career. She's a lawyer.
I am Sister Mary's career. Why the delay? That's a very good question you are asking. You see the FIR which is already lodged. Under section 154 it is said that there is no word conversion inserted in the FIR. And under 173 they have fabricated the word in order to make it, when they concluded in the filing the thing, they have added conversion. So initially there was no point, there was no issue, there was nothing, a crime they have committed. A cognizable offence was not there. So therefore, there was no need for filing moving the application or anything, no? Because we don't understand the issue of how you have to move a bail application every time. A person has under Article 19D, every citizen of India has the right to move around freely without any hindrance. What law did the nuns break? I am a nun. I can understand their pain. What happened to them when they are sitting, when they are going there, they are waiting for to collect these innocent girls who is looking for livelihood. Why do anyone come out of their house if they have something to eat? They are being displaced, the tribals there, and they are coming for their livelihood. You stop them. I meant to say, the authority who is supposed to take care of them, they prevent them from moving. And you create in the name of that man who is Bajrangdal local Neda, Ratan Yadav, Bajrangdal, in Narayanapur. He is declaring, saying that they are taking for conversion. Is anybody taking for conversion? They are about 18 years old, major girls going for livelihood. Now you tell me, where is the law and order? In what contest we are going to file every time move application, spend money, the money which is supposed to be used for the poor people. We cannot just every time go and move the bail application. In order to assign a lawyer, I am not denying you should not be applying, but I am saying you see the consequence and the terror which is created around the people. I was in Ambala the other day, and sisters were nuns were in their habit. They had to return back. They were afraid to travel. You are creating a movement or a situation in the country wherein you make the nuns to sit at home, or you don't want them to travel in their costume. I have a right to wear what I wish to wear. The constitution permits me. The government should take every step in order to protect the fundamental right of every citizen, including the minorities. I have a right to believe in the faith under Article 25 of the Constitution. So you are asking me to file the bail. Why should I file when I have not done any wrong? I say they should be released. This is very painful because I walked with those sisters, put them in the train because they were afraid to travel. Where will we go? Where is the missionary which is supposed to take care of you? Every time bail. Why should this is the third incident in this month? Where is our government? What happens to them? They are supposed to be custodian of taking care of us. They are there declaring that you are converting. This is allegation every time I hear. If that be so, your own census says that. 2011 you have conducted a national census that says that you have only 2.3 the Christian population in India. If this allegation which you are making conversion, then that should go up, no? So where you hold this sort of allegations, false accusation and arrest of religious sisters who are working among the poor. As rightly father said, they could have sat at home and told them to come to the radio station, we will put them up.